This time I'll be right with AVNation with the road to InfoComm. InfoComm 2025 happens the 11th through the 13th of June in Orlando. And with me to talk about LynTec is Mark Bishop. Welcome, sir.
Hi, glad to be here.
Thanks so much. You guys are in 6453, 6453. Mark, you guys are in the Chauvet booth because Chauvet, of course, purchased LynTec a couple years ago. So this time around, what will we find in the LynTec section of the Chauvet booth?
Well, I mean, the tried and true, but what we're most excited about is Chauvet purchased LynTec 2 years ago, just over 2 years ago, and then a year ago we acquired Juice Goose. So what we've been working on is, it's kind of interesting, the evolution, the path that a company takes sometimes, but obviously with the acquisition by Chauvet, they had us concentrating on quite a bit of lighting, power control and that type of thing. I mean, lighting was always in our bailiwick, so to speak, but obviously we came out of the audio world, and then we really, for a couple of years, focused on lighting. We didn't leave audio. We just kind of focused on, in terms of new product development and that type of thing. Came out with a number of new products that they were looking for their installations. And now with the acquisition of Juice Goose, we're just steaming straight ahead back into the AV world as fast and furious as we can go. But Juice Goose was a good line. It was a well-known line. They were around for 40 years. They had carved out a very good little niche for themselves, and they made a lot of good products. They weren't known for being a one-stop shop in power control, but what they did well. And what we're trying to do is to breathe a whole new evolutionary kick into their lineup. And so a lot of what we're focusing on at InfoComm this year is our first, what we call phase one of the new product introductions that we're coming out with under the LynTec banner to support Juice Goose. And that's another bit of news, and you're the first one to ever hear this actually, is that about a year from now, Juice Goose will be fully rebranded as a LynTec brand. So what we've decided to do is, we want to add the Juice Goose lineup to LynTec, expand it dramatically, and really have LynTec represent, the complete power distribution lineup that you would need, from the simplest cables to rack-mounted gear, every kind of rack-mounted mobile solution you might need for AV, into, of course, the full system, wall-hung LynTec panels that we're so well known for. But LynTec, the reason we acquired Juice Goose is, LynTec was really known for being wall-mounted power control. That's it, right? We had the motorized circuit breaker panels, we had the relay panels, all kinds of sizes and configurations that could all be networked together to make one huge, large venue power control solution. And what we're doing now is we want to integrate the Juice Goose piece of that into us so that we can go, again, anything from the extension cords you're putting in your outlets, to control of outlets, to control the rack mounted gear, to control at the circuit level for large installed venues. And that's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. Well, we can go by 6453, 6453 is where we'll find you, is where we'll find LynTec, Juice Goose, and of course Chauvet. Mark, not everybody's going to InfoComm, so if they're not going and they want to follow along with everything you guys will be showing that week, how do they do that?
Well, obviously we still have our website's the best way, lyntec.com, lyntec.com for LynTec. Juice Goose is still juicegoose.com. Again, just spelled Juice Goose, one word.com. And then again, over the next 3-4 months, you're going to start seeing some integration with links to each other's sites. And then again, by it's scheduled for January 1, so let's call it March 1 next year, we'll have a single website that has the entire LynTec soup to nuts, all of LynTec and Juice Goose combined product under the LynTec brand name.
Mark, we'll see you at InfoComm. For us, for AVNation, go by our website, avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv, and follow along as we also head to Orlando for InfoComm 2025, the 11th through the 13th of June. All that and more at avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv.